The Papa Louie Flash games are a series a lot of us probably grew up with. They were fun, addicting time wasters, and definitely a favorite amongst elementary school computer labs. I mean, I myself certainly spent God knows how many hours on these games as a kid. Now, with the death of Flash at the beginning of 2021, a lot of people have been reminiscing on these old games. Thanks to the Flash Game Conservation Archive Flashpoint, as well as programs like Ruffle that allow old Flash games to still function in browsers, these games are still accessible to this day. So, today, I'll be taking a trip down memory lane and ranking all 14 of the original Papa Louie games from worst to best. Always remember, this is based on my own personal enjoyment and experience playing these games. I used Flashpoint to play all of them over the course of 3 to 4 days, so my memory should be pretty fresh, as well as recording the background footage for this video. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. No need to make you wait any longer. Coming in at dead last is Papa's Sushiria. I didn't really enjoy playing this one much at all, especially my first time round. It felt a lot clunkier than a lot of the other entries in the series, if that really makes sense. And I feel like a good contributor to that was the just weird angle that everything seems to be at. It's really difficult to place ingredients properly. I played through like 4 of the games already before getting to this one, and I was struggling straight out the gate. Needless to say, not really that good of an experience. Coming in 13th place, second to last, is Papa's Cupcakeria. The mechanics in this one just don't work very well. Putting on the frosting just felt awkward and clunky, and the whole thing with pouring the batter was very off timing for some reason. It said to let go of the mouse button when the batter made it to the fill line, but in reality you have to let go a decent bit before that, as there's quite the input delay. All these things, plus my mouse being mean to me and not working very well with click and hold mechanics, it loves to let go too early before I've even let go of the button, made this a frustrating experience. 12th place goes to the original, the one that started it all, Papa's Pizzeria. Maybe it's heresy to rank the first entry in the series this low, but I'm doing it anyways. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with Pizzeria, let me make that clear. There just also isn't really that much to it, which can be excused seeing as it was the first, but Pizzeria just lacks a lot of the things that made the later games special. It doesn't have custom characters, which is a tiny little nitpick, but really, it doesn't even let you pick from 2 presets. There's just Roy. But, even if you don't care much about that, it doesn't even have things like new unlockable ingredients, so it gets stale pretty fast. 11th place is going to Papa's Pancakeria. The rankings for this game and the next 2 are pretty interchangeable, as I enjoyed all of them about the same amount. Pancakeria was a pretty decent experience. I liked the idea of an entire station being locked until a later level, though I heard it only got unlocked at like level 15, which is a bit high, really, for like an entire section of the game, but who am I to judge? I also didn't play long enough to unlock it, because, you know, I was trying to get through all of these at a decent time. Making and topping the pancakes was fun. I just didn't really like this one and the 2 after it as much as the ones later on. Coming in 10th place is Papa's Taco Mia. Once again, I was having some issues with my shitty mouse here, though not as much as with Cupcakeria. I like the mechanics fine enough, though the toppings are a bit too close together in the build station, which led to a lot of misclicking and screwing up orders. For some reason, I found cutting the meat really satisfying, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. It was a pretty fun time. Coming in at 9th place is Papa's Bakeria. I actually really like this one, just, once again, not as much as the ones that come after it. Yeah, that's gonna be a theme from here on out. My mouse only screwed me over a couple times on the toppings, which was very nice, and I found the filling mechanic also very satisfying. I don't really know why. I promise I'll have more to say from here on out. These are just the middle entries, you know. I have to give 8th place to Papa's Burgeria. I like this game, I really do. It was a favorite of mine back in elementary school, ironically for exactly the same reason it ranks so low today. Burgeria has the same fatal flaw as Pizzeria. It just gets boring. There isn't much toss-up in the gameplay. Just like in Pizzeria, all the ingredients are unlocked from the start. There's no real variety here, and it can get old pretty fast. It is still a classic, and it's still very fun if you're just looking for a time killer, though. Alright, halfway there. 7th place goes to Papa's Donuteria. I actually don't really have much to say here. It's a perfectly good game with fun mechanics and a decent, unlockable system, I guess. So it didn't get old like the others, but that's kind of it. It's just good. Perfectly middle of the road. I do very much like the color palette, though. The pastel blue, amazing. I feel like I'm gonna get hunted for sport for this one. 6th place goes to Papa's Freezeria. Okay, before you get your torches and pitchforks, just hear me out. This game is an absolute classic, and I know tons of people who would die on the hill of this being one of, if not the best game in the series. So why did I rank it so low? I don't know, really. It's just another case of other games being better. I liked the gameplay mechanics, and even though I'm not fond of not being able to make a custom character, it really doesn't matter all that much in the long run. It's just an all-around great game and definitely deserves its reputation. I just have ones that I like better. Leading us into the top 5, we have Papa's Hot Doggeria. This game is simple, yes, but it's exceedingly fun and addicting. I said Burgeria was an old favorite. Well, this is the old favorite. It was simple enough for tiny brain 6-year-old me to play just fine, but not too simple to the point where I can't still enjoy it today. I also just really like the baseball setting. I'm not really a sports guy, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be baseball. And plus, hot dogs are very good. That's it. Just food bias, I guess. 4th place goes to Papa's Wingeria. The mechanics that some say makes this game overly difficult was actually kind of half the reason I liked it so much. I like doing things based on timing. I think it's fun. And the little sauce, I can't even call it a mini game because it's 2 clicks, but I liked that. It was fun. Plus it gives you the ability to pick the wings back up if you accidentally misplaced them. Thank the Lord! Anyways, when it comes to general enjoyment, I actually like Hot Doggeria and Wingeria about the same amount. It's just that one little change that elevated Wingeria up to 4th place. In 3rd place, I give you Papa's Scooperia. This game made me want ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant and don't like ice cream. I do like a nice hot and fresh cookie though, and boy did this game make me crave those. The mechanics in this game are also just very fun. I like scooping the dough in the ice cream. I don't really understand how people complain about it being hard. You just go slow. I don't think you can be penalized for being too slow. But you can be for being too fast, so just take it slow. Not that hard. Anyways, back on track. I picked that up pretty fast, and my brain is the size of a buttermint. Buttermint. Okay. I debated which one of these last 2 would be in which spot for quite a while, but ultimately, I've made my decision. In 2nd place is Papa's Pastoria. This is the first Papa's game I played for my little replay spree, even before I decided to make this ranking, and because of that is also the one I have made the most progress in and spent the most time on. This game is so much fun. I love making the pasta and pouring the sauce and putting on the toppings, it's just the best. But one game outshone it. By just a little bit. In 1st place, which you've probably figured out by now through process of elimination, is Papa's Chizuria. I'm still craving grilled cheese right now because of this damn game, and like I said earlier, I'm lactose intolerant. I also barely ever had trouble with my mouse when it came to this game, which was nice. I liked the fries mechanic. I'm pretty sure I actually ended up craving fries more than grilled cheese now that I think about it, which is nice, because fries will not make me sick. Yeah, that's kind of it. I just really, really liked it, and it made me want grilled cheese sandwiches. That's all. Just more food bias. Well, that was my ranking. I hope y'all liked it, and leave your own list in the comments below. Leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you disliked it, subscribe if you really want to, and don't forget to support Flashpoint and all the other amazing Flash game conservation projects. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Later.